wants to be with you, or he doesn't know.
He's not stupid, Jerry.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never told him to his face.
Hi.
I can't
So I am currently about to go onto Restart Planet and look for hackers. If you are online right now and you're having an experience with a hacker, or if you've been hacked by a hacker recently,
set my alarm clock for, about 5:30 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
And sneak back into bed before he notices that I was out of bed.
Oh, okay. So why are you here? Because it's not the 7th yet. The way.
No, Jerry, it is not the 7th. I'm here to tell his brat of a daughter to get the hell out of my house.
Well, that's his daughter. I assume he loves his daughter.
So?
So.
Look, his daughter is the most disgusting, fat, bitch I've ever met. Okay? She's annoying. Let me tell you about this girl, okay? She's annoying. Her face it looks like a train wreck. It looks like somebody just, I don't know. Maybe when she was a baby, somebody sat on her. I don't know. Okay? I'm telling you guys, it's disgusting.
So you're telling, one, you don't like the guy you're living with, and two, you're telling his daughter that you want his daughter out of the house.
I want his daughter.
I told you to get lost.
I'm getting there. His daughter ain't gonna sleep in the bed with him. His daughter is not gonna keep him warm, Jerry. I do. I take care of him. When he's got he can't even wipe his own face without me. Okay? I take care of him. All she is a leech. All she does is suck up whatever is left. She is so jealous of me and her father. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on.
Okay. Well, here she is, your boyfriend's daughter, Samantha.
so if you're wondering why I put in my title plus cheaters, I'm gonna be talking about a show and not Mari, Jay Swinger because it's on right now, but I'm gonna be talking about a show that I've been watching for the past hour because I was gonna make top ramen, which I did, but and anyway, so I saw this show called Cheaters, and I had to go upstairs and cool myself down because watching the show brought back flashbacks of both being cheated on and cheating on someone because
You know what I did a week ago? Your boyfriend. Your boyfriend loves all of this.
And so when you can relate to both sides, it's kind of hard. Like I had to go upstairs and like calm myself down because it brought back flashbacks of both being cheated on, which I got cheated on twice, because technically when you're dating a girl and you lie about having a wife, that's considered cheating. Either you say it's not. And then the second time was Manish, which there's a video of him getting caught. And it's just, I don't recommend you guys do it. If you're not in love and you're not getting pleased, tell your partner that you just can't be with them. Don't hide behind, you know what I mean? Don't hide and go somewhere else, because you're just going to look like the bad guy when, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to play some movie stuff on it to get my head out of it.
Streamlined application process, an instant decision, and the money you need transferred in as few as 15 minutes. So simple.
So if you found a hacker on a certain server, please let me know.
My 58 presents the summer of fun. I know, so much fun. Big prizes every week, even bigger fun all summer long. This week, enter to win a limited edition Sony PlayStation 4 prize, including an extra controller, wireless headset, and 40-inch smart TV, courtesy of McDonald's. Enter to win a $5,000 grand prize. Facebook page and click on the Summer of Fun tab.
And like, I miss Adele, I'm not gonna lie, because Adele kind of was there for me when no one else was. When I was being bullied, when I was feeling insecure about myself, like, he was there.
How can we afford a nice truck with our bad credit?
You know, car will work around your credit problems and get you approved with a really low down payment.
But what if something breaks down? We definitely can't afford that.
Not to worry. CarClub's 18-month, 18,000-mile warranty is one of the best in the business. And you'll get the peace of mind of a money-back guarantee.
That's actually awesome. So now what?
I'll manage your borrow and get you started.
To sell my house. Thank goodness I found home investors. I'd seen them around. Turns out they've been buying houses longer than anyone.
Over 60,000 homeowners have trusted us. Call us today at 800-445 or go to buyhouses.com.
I'm here to tell his brat of a daughter to get the hell out of my house.
Oh, hi, Jimmy. How's my boy? Is Charlie being a good boy, Lisa?
Yeah.
Where is my boy? Oh, such a good doggy. And he doesn't know, but we're going to take him for a... Well, you know what? Look what Jackson gave me today. Oh!
More knives to cut yourself with.
Yeah, and a pocket knife. Are they trying to get me to... It's one of those Leatherman. Have you heard of a Leatherman?
It's a Leatherman.
I'll let you know as soon as I can open it. Oh, here it is. It's got every tool in the world in it. It's got knives. It's got scissors. See that pocket knife? That's why your boyfriend loves me. Okay, let's watch something a little more, a little less trailer, maybe. How about Judge Mathis? I'm gonna call your mom.
Is your brother? Angel Kavanaugh met the defendant online, and 2 weeks after they started dating, the defendant tattooed her name on his body. Angel claims after she and the defendant moved in together, she realized he was an alcoholic who lied about being divorced, and she's suing him today for breach of contract, a computer, and termination fees. Defendant Paul Nahr says Angel is the most evil person he has ever met. Paul claims while dating, Angel was taunting his ex-wife with text messages and emails, and she also got him fired from his job and had him falsely arrested. Paul's countersuing for unreturned property, stolen money, and emotional distress.
Paul and I met on September 11th of 14 online, and we started emailing, texting, and dating back and forth. Shortly thereafter, while we were dating, about 2 weeks into dating, Paul went and got a tattoo with my name and the date that we met and everything on him. I go, oh, what about me? Yeah. No. I told him he was crazy for doing it in the first place. It had only been 2 weeks. I did later. We did get matching tattoos. I chalked that up to a midlife crisis on my part, so I do have pictures of those as well.
Let's see it. Where's yours? Okay. How long after meeting did you get yours?
About a month. Midlife crisis.
2 weeks and 1 month. Yeah, like it was major difference in time.
Yeah.
All right. And how was the relationship?
It was great in the beginning. The first 3 months or so was perfect, good. Everything was great until December when he started drinking and got drunk. And we passed out all the time, and I told him I wasn't going to deal with an alcoholic and stuff. I think I accidentally passed up the one extra picture there that I gave you. Is there a picture of him laying on the floor? He tried to crawl into bed one night, and he was so drunk he couldn't get in the bed, so he fell on the floor and just slept there all night. So I took a picture.
When did you discover he was a drunk?
In December.
What was he doing all the other time?
He hadn't been drinking. When we first met, he told me he didn't drink.
Well, that means he's always been drinking. Stay tuned. The case continues after this.
I have the last 6 months worth of bank accounts where I withdrew the money from his.
Oh no, he said he withdrew it. Yeah, you say he deposited his money, you deposited zero, but yet you took all his money.
No.
That ain't what you say.
It's all his money.
Stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's Judge Mathis throwback. When did your sister pass?
August 13th, she died. A week prior to my sister falling sick, LaShonda said, I wish you dropped dead. I'll stay on your grave.
You dropped dead. Did you say that? Yes, Judge Mathis. Dogs, yes,
Stay tuned.
introducing new Frontline Gold with its new easy activator. Frontline Gold delivers powerful protection. Doesn't quit for a full 30 days. Its new triple action formula is relentless in treats and ticks. Frontline Gold, the latest innovation from the new Frontline Plus for persistent protection you can trust. Go for the gold. New Frontline Gold, available at your vet. You can wait all year. And it's finally here. Toyota's Cool Deal Summer Event. Now it's a new Corolla for an unbelievable $99 a month with 2 years of no-cost maintenance included. It's going to be the best summer ever. See your Toyota before these deals melt away. Toyota, let's go places.
If you were on an airplane, would you try to fly yourself?
No chance. You need heart surgery. Would you pick up a knife and attempt to stab yourself? Of course not.
But what if I told you that nearly half the people involved in car accidents don't follow law? That's crazy.
Yes, but unfortunately, it's true.
After a call, you do so with me.
2029. Okay.
800, 400, 800, 400.
At K-12, every child is uniquely blessed.
K-12 provides students the opportunity to attend a free online public school from their home.
Our students succeed beyond K-12. They learn skills like colleges and universities. We have technology that allows us to really work individually. It definitely helps them prepare for success after graduation. And go to law school and become a lawyer.
I got to know myself more. I got to connect with my family more.
The curriculum is rigorous. So when a student earns a diploma, they work hard.
My K-12 education helped me to get a scholarship to college. I think my goals every day to K-12 school.
What is wrong, my dweeb? Places, places, gather your places.
Call now or visit K12.com to learn more. Tuition free for K-12 students in California. I have no words. Amazing. Shortly thereafter, while we were dating, into dating, Paul went and got a tattoo with my name and the date that we met and everything like that. I don't know. What about me? No. I told him he was crazy for doing it in the first place. It only been 2 weeks.
Plaintiff Angel Kavanaugh is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims while dating, Angel was taunting his ex-wife with emails and text messages.
So you give me this is the most evil person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, so please.
She got me fired from my job. She had me false arrested 2 times. She sent my ex-wife text messages taunting her. I never loved her as much as I loved her. She emailed my job and told me to lose my job.
Where did all this come from?
She found out I wanted to go back to my ex-wife in Florida. That's when all this started. She got me fired from my job. She got me arrested. Took my money out of the bank.
Called your wife?
No, not well. She was texting my wife all the time we were dating that I didn't know about, just torturing her. I have some emails if you like to look at that.
Man, were you calling crazy to his ex-wife first?
I only replied back when she texted or called me first because I thought he was divorced. He told me he was divorced, and then I
She started reaching out to you.
She called. The first time she called was on my phone, and I was shocked. And she said, "I'd like to talk to my husband." And I said, "You mean your ex-husband?" And she says, "No, we're still legally married." And I said, "Well, he told me he was divorced."
No,
And
you want to go back?
no, yeah, after the phone call.
So, what about this breach of contract, computer early termination? How did you know this?
Well, the breach of contract was the K Jewelers account where he wanted to go, and he was going to buy me an engagement ring and asked my son to use his K Jewelers account, and that he would make all the payments and everything. And every month I printed out here what was owed and what the payoff is, and Paul hasn't paid on the jewelry, and he still owes for all the jewelry.
Give me the amount. Just the one sheet that says the amount.
Okay, just the amount for today.
Sir?
Your Honor, I was working for her as a mobile notary, and I was never paid anything for working for her for all the months from October until May. So that should have been paid off for all the work I've done for her.
All right, you counseling for that?
Am I counseling?
Yes, okay, well, that would be the subject of a counsel suit. So that's not in consideration today. And computer and termination fees, how does he owe you for that?
The termination fees, Your Honor, is prior to him moving in with me because he works on
Places, places, gather your places.
He said that he needed this specific phone and he wanted to have it for his son and stuff.
Oh, yeah, things that were hurt.
And he said he'd be able to take care of that. So prior to him moving in, went to Verizon and got those 3 items, and I have all that information.
DOLLHOUSE. I see things that nobody else sees.
The monthly payment on the office phone, I believe, was $50. The cell phone was like $50, and the tablet was $10 for his son. I'm only suing for the early termination fee because he no longer lives with me.
Okay, what do you say about the bills that will be paid, son?
I have an email right here that she sent to my boss. Says I did have his office phone shut off since I paid the bill, and I took my cell, so he has no phone.
The counterclaim, unreturned job, but he obviously owe you for that, son.
It was June the 3rd that all this started. She found out that I wanted to go back to Florida in June. So then, on June the 4th, called the police on me and said that she was getting ready to file a son. So I was arrested June the 4th for harassment. On June the 5th, she took about $1,000 out of my paycheck. And on June the 6th, I looked at Craigslist, and she's on Craigslist saying that she is single, she's looking for a good man, and she only lives with a 19-year-old son.
Well, at that point, they put you out, right?
She took my $1,000. She took my $1,000.
What is she saying that you do? This kid could be taking up your money. How did she get a hold of your money?
We had a joint account, and on the 5th, she withdrew $1,000.
Joint account.
So this girl, speaking 123, please report her. Because she's basically calling people in this chat room every.
He got paid every 2 weeks. That he would contribute $1,000 to the household bills. We have a joint account.
Put money in?
No, I have my own private account that I did not add him to.
Okay. So you never put a dime in, but it was a joint account.
Correct.
Did you believe you owned any of that money that when you got? By virtue of what?
By virtue of the fact that we went and opened an account together, and he said he would open an account to have the paycheck directly deposited, so I can take the money out every payday.
And that makes you believe you owned.
Yes, and I have proof here for the last 6 months. I have the last 6 months worth of bank accounts where I withdrew the money from his.
Oh, no, you said you could do it. Yeah, you said he deposited his money, you deposited zero, but yet you took all his money.
No.
What do you say? You said it was through agreement? What? Has she been taking money previously out of that account? Under what assumption? Under what? So you agree to let her have some money?
She said that YouTube can suck an egg, so
I was out of the house on June the 3rd.
I understand. I still gotta pay the bill. As the previous bill was made.
Stay tuned. The verdict next. Coming up on Judge Mathis.
Me and Becky were really close in high school, and we decided to get a place together. But I lost my train of thought, but
That's that leading hand. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Judge Greg Mathis.
News that matters. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow on Fox 40 News in the morning, the largest spread of mosquito-borne disease and how it's threatening our blood supply.
And for the protest, the security, and all the GOP VIP leading up to the nomination, we're live at the Republican National Convention. Plus, it's getting ready to break it up tomorrow.
Hey, did you have it back? You know it sounds great. Fresh summer barbecue. A tender steak on the grill. Grilled shrimp or Santa Maria style fried chicken. Sizzler's All-American Summer Grill. 3 hot dishes starting at a cool $11.99.
You know, if there's something to pay you, you get their card.
oh my god, she just called that guy gay.
The last 20 years, thousands. That's a lot of stuff. And a lot of fun.
I'm actually gonna report her because what she is doing, whether it's funny or not,
No matter how many cards, yours is the most important. Yeah, you know, your phone, nothing better. If you get it done, great, you go,
I'm telling you, you won't believe you feel like that.
I love telling people about the great deals on my ATM. And now it's talking to someone about how he only pays for the high speed internet, TV, and home posted with Disney One.
I don't pay for service. I mean, call AT&T now and talk with DirecTV on phone and high speed internet. Just $89.99 a month for 2 years. Guaranteed.
Now that's probably talking about how
Okay, so I'm gonna do something hella funny, and I'm gonna stay online, so that way she doesn't think that it's me. I'm gonna make an avatar with her name, but I'm gonna put some like on the side, like let's do it and see how she likes it.
I think I go to sleep. It's hard to sleep at night. It's so like
Learn about non-smoking on 844-843. My 24
Keep texting my wife all the time, but I didn't know about this fortune. Actually,
When phone calls to the job post, I only reply back when she texts or calls me first.
China, Angel Kavanaugh is suing her ex-boyfriend, who claims while dating, Angel was taught to use ex-wife's emails and text messages. What about the endless talking?
letter from my witness saying that my TV and my computer were not with him from the property. We're not with my property. That
What do you say about that? The TV's still in the living room.
all right, how much is the TV worth?
$641 and my computer was $1,057.
I don't have the computer. I have the computer.
Ow. God, I'm tired of stepping on this crap. You didn't
Go
really
put
eat-
your bone
You
away.
didn't eat much, huh?
I know. Kind of messed it up.
You what?
I kind of messed it up.
Oh, well, we'll get you something on the way back. Let's go to your mom's.
Oh, I gotta go.
Maybe he wants to go for a car ride.
The last place I want to go is to a critical care center.
Your room looks better.
And the property and the stolen money. And secondly, ma'am, with regards to your breach of contract, computer and the early termination fees, the computer and the breach of contract branches, that's $1,711 for the breach of contract and $799 for the computer. Early termination fee is what you got.
They're on a other bank statement for my account.
You got $5,000. I don't know what else you want. That's the maximum you can get. 25 cents. You all have a good day.
Stay away from them.
Don't worry about that.
Precious Jacob was friends with the defendant, and she claims the defendant was a rebellious teen who used drugs and skipped school. Precious claims after they rented an apartment together, the defendant started dating for a drug dealer, and she's suing her today for rent, late fees, and emotional distress.
What's happening?
Defendant Avery Whipple says Precious changed.
Lisa, Charlie wants to go for a car ride.
She became controlling and critical. Avery claims Precious often criticized the way Avery lived her life, as well as her boyfriend. And she insists Precious is suing for more than she owes.
Avery and I have been friends since high school. She was pretty much a rebel child. Just a normal
Walk down the stairs and he was laughing.
Be nice to the boy.
Daddy, he's special.
Well, to her it is.
All these special people around you.
You know, I'm very good when people did it, and I was like, kind of like, no, I'm not supposed
You
to.
probably would.
And she got probation for stealing a toothbrush at Walmart. And yeah,
What trouble have you been in?
not a lot. Well, I have never gotten into trouble.
Just a normal amount.
Oh.
And she was a spoiled girl, you know, she gets whatever she wants, so she thought she could get away with it. Well, she was a spoiled girl. So after high school, we stopped talking, and then we reconnected again, and
All right, when and why did you all end your friendship?
like in the middle of like our rent, you know, like,
What month and year is it recent?
yeah, just recent, 2014.
It was regarding this, it was regarding the rent this week.
Yes,
You became roommates, obviously.
yes, because I thought she was responsible enough to pay for her rent, but then I found out that as soon as she started, you know, dating her drug dealer and not just only, weed and wax.
What's the wax part?
It's like pure.
Okay, yeah. THC.
Yeah, not only she was doing it, she was selling it. Then she
Like
went from,
that, you know that.
yes, and then she went from, you know, selling and doing pot to selling and doing wax and, you know,
But she didn't do very well, but she owed you $3,000.
More of Judge Mathis when we return.
But you deny all that.
then I was,
The weed and the hash.
yes, I deny that.
Why you keep losing your train of thought?
Listen,
No, you're not.
August 13th, she died. A week prior to my sister falling sick, LaShonda said, I wish you dropped me out still in your room.
News that matters. Coming up tomorrow morning.
It hasn't invaded America yet, but it could be just a matter of time. Tomorrow on Fox 40 News in the morning, the alarming spread of mosquito-borne Zika virus and how it's threatening our blood supply.
And for the protests, the security, and all the GOP VIP leading up to the nomination, we're live at the Republican National Convention. Plus, it's finally ready to drink. Tomorrow, 4:30 channel. If you'd like to drive a nicer, newer car, but are worried about the credit, this may be the most important message of the year. All new For the People Perfect Payment Program and just better cars. You find the car of your dreams, regardless of past credit history, no matter what you're driving now, even if you're still making payments. I lost my job and went bankrupt. I still need to get around.
After my divorce, I don't even have to buy a car.
With the For the People Perfect Payment Program, you can be driving a nicer, newer car with a perfect payment for just $5 down. It's easy because it works.
Nice. My payments are even better.
Now, I'm back on the job and driving in style.
They got me approved $5 down.
That's credit problems are welcome here. We want to help you. We take the person into consideration, not just the credit score. Don't stay stuck in a car you hate. You can be approved and driving home today. CEO of JustBetterCars.com. Just do it for the people. Call now. 1-800-462-9777.
Dogs sure can be messy. But with NexGuard, the flea and tick killer doesn't have to be. NexGuard, the vet's #1 choice for dogs, is a deliciously flavored chew that kills both fleas and ticks. So it's easy to give, easy to take. Reported side effects include vomiting, itching, diarrhea, lethargy, and lack of appetite. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures. Why mess around? For powerful flea and tick protection, ask your vet about NexGuard, the #1 choice of vets for their dogs and yours.
Need fast cash for unexpected expenses? When others say no, Fast Auto Loan says yes. Yes to title loans up to $15,000. Plus, you'll get fast approvals and great service. And yes, you keep your car. Don't take no for an answer. Get a yes at Fast Auto Loans today, or get started online at fastauto.com.
I've been online, been searching for attorney, first, the best review. Anything I need, I can give them a call and let you know what I need. So I don't have any issues. I don't have to deal with hospital deals to take care of all that after the police out. They they're close to 10 fines to the office. Everybody is happy with the service they have and the staff is great.
Finder Precious Jacob was friends with the defendant, and she claims after they rented an apartment together, the defendant started dating her drug dealer. Let me hear from you, ma'am. Give us the background here.
Yeah, me and Precious were really close in high school, and we decided to get a place together. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but
Oh, that's that weed and hash.
we agreed to pay a third each for all of the 3 people on the list. And she lost her job, and I agreed to pay half.
When was that?
In September,
How much was that?
$250 a month was half.
250 each, all right.
Yes.
Other than that, everything she said was true? You thought you gave me a drum beat, and by the way, that's pretty good.
No, I met someone. No, not at all. I met someone who lost
If your liquor store owner, they have you. You can have beer, weed, everything. But you say,
that would be a good idea.
don't go any further than that. But you deny all that.
Deny what?
Oh, the weed and the hash.
Yes, I deny that.
Why you keep losing your train of thought?
This service.
No, you're not. All right, you have anything else to say in terms of background?
I believe that when she met Jeremy, things started to change. She became very controlling. She allowed
Quiet, ma'am.
everybody to. She wanted her community to be heard all the time at every single thing in my life. She's very critical of what I ate, how I spend my time and money, like who I'm out with, and very critical of my boyfriend.
When did that begin?
Soon after we started talking again, after she started dating Jeremy.
That's what kind of led to everything that we're here to pay for.
Yes.
Now, what do you say you're here for? You say you want your rent. Tell me about the rent.
First of all, before we moved in together, she was dating a guy named Mello, which we all decided that we were gonna pay half the rent, and then her and Mello, split. Since her boyfriend Joe moved in November, we decided to split it in half because
Okay. Now, what month does she owe for?
November until the end
Tell
of
me what
August.
happened.
What happened? I tried contacting her, like, if you don't want to continue like our lease, you need to sign off because we need someone to sublease the other room.
When and how did she leave? When you say you tried contacting her, that means she no longer lives there?
It was the end of February.
In February, she moved.
She just left without speaking to either Jeremy and I.
You asked her about when she was going to pay the rent because you all's lease went to August.
I'm sorry.
July.
You're suing her for the months of February all the way up to August.
Yes,
And that's because the lease goes to August.
that's
You was on there smoking with them.
no.
What do you say?
In November, I gave her notice that I was going to move out, and she was going to move out as well. But she didn't. She decided she wasn't going to move out, but I still gave her the 3 months notice that I was going to move out, and I moved out in February. I gave her $150, and I moved out. So I owe her $100 for February.
She agreed that it was all right to move out.
Well, we were both going to move out, yes, but she decided she wasn't going to.
You could break your lease. You were under lease until August. I think you both agreed to move out.
Well, I just gave her 3 months notice.
So she said you both agreed that you were both going to move out.
Well, she told me that I could move
No,
out.
but I thought you said you both agreed that you were moving out in February.
Right, and soon after she went back on that and said she wasn't going to move out.
Right, because she would break her lease like you did. You broke your lease.
Right.
All right, so why didn't you think you could break your lease and not at least pay for some of it?
Well, while I was living there, it was miserable. They had 5 pit bulls at
Why
one
did you
time.
move out earlier?
Wait,
I didn't move
Quiet,
out
ma'am.
because we were friends and I
Hey, well, don't complain about it now. You were friends, so it was all right.
right. It got to the point where it was terrible living there with feces coming in every time, dry urine.
More of Judge Mathis in a moment. And coming up, today's Judge Mathis Throwback.
Why you out with your sister on Mother's Day? It's
Well,
it's
because
July.
they wanted to celebrate with me because it was my first Mother's Day.
But they ain't the phone.
That's right.
This is the phone. Why y'all messed up? Hold on, you out with your man on Mother's Day. He out with his woman on. He out with his woman on birthday. Both of y'all messed up.
I was out with my sister. I come home.
1, 2, 3.
If you need dental insurance, Humana Dental has coverage you can count on for the whole family. There are a lot of great reasons to get a Humana Dental Dental coverage for as low as $21 a month. Then there's easy enrollment. All it takes is a phone call or visit online.
This is my sweet tooth.
And the reasons keep adding up. Like coverage for exams, cleanings, and x-rays. And you get to choose from a large network of dentists and specialists. Humana Vision plans are available too, with coverage for exams and eyeglasses and discounts on LASIK procedures. We even have plans for veterans and their families. When you count the reasons to choose Humana Dental, it just makes sense to enroll today. Call 1-888-294-2789. That's 1-888-294-2789. Call now.
J.G. Wentworth says, get cash now for your structured settlement or annuity.
J.G. Wentworth, cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it. J.G. Wentworth is right. It's my money, and I need it now.
It's my money, and I need it now.
It's my money, and I need it now. Yeah, it's my money, and I need it now. これは私の金です。今すぐ必要なんです。If you have a structured settlement or annuity, you already have the money you need. Just call J.G. Wentworth. They'll buy all or part of your settlement for a lump sum of cash. Call J.G. Wentworth now and use the money you already have. The call is free and there's no obligation. It's my money and I need it now. Ahora. Now. Now. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Call 1-800-741-2799. That's 1-800-741-2799.
Plaintiff Precious Jacob was friends with the defendant, and she claims after they rented an apartment together, the defendant started dating her drug dealer. All right, what else, ma'am?
I wasn't allowed to adjust the temperature in the apartment. Jeremy barged in on me one night.
Never noticed, but why don't you think you should still have to pay for abandoning the lease?
Well, I think because she broke the lease and made my life miserable. She had dogs there, and she wasn't allowed to have dogs at the place.
Okay.
They had 5 pit bulls at one time.
All right, did you tell the landlord?
I told him in
All right,
February.
listen, spells, ma'am. You stayed there, and now you're saying you shouldn't have to pay the rent because she had dogs there and she broke the lease. $3,340. Have a good day, Judge.
I think they were miserable, and they don't deserve any money other than $190.
You need to pay your responsibilities other than just spending it, on drugs.
It's that time again. Time for this week's Judge Mathis Throwback. Plaintiff Rodney Freeman is furious with his ex-fiancée he accuses of vandalizing his car. He also wants back the engagement ring she kept after she was arrested for filing a false police report against him. Defendant Adrian White claims the plaintiff's car was vandalized by the woman he cheated on her with, and she's countersuing him for half of the cost of delivering the child that they had together and he never sees. Sorry, you, sir.
Yes, sir. On the day of June the 14th was my birthday. I went out on my birthday, and
Oh, you all going to have a nice dinner?
no, I hadn't worked that day. I hadn't worked that day. He did go out and have a nice dinner, though. Actually, to let you know, this woman right here, Adrian White, she's a very controlling, vindictive, and angry
No, don't
woman.
get excited. Get back to this birthday dinner you had. Did you by yourself?
I was with my friends.
Oh, okay. With his buddies? All right. Cool. You and your buddies went out for a nice birthday dinner. What happened?
Obviously, I must have came in too late. Came in about 4 o'clock.
He didn't come in at all. I had to call him in because Mr. Freeman was not out with his friend.
How you know?
Well, he was down the street from where I work at, and I had accidentally left my keys at home. On my way driving, I looked along the street, and I see his car. So since I didn't have keys to get in, I decided to go to where I see his car at, which I was told that it was a friend of his, a male friend. I go to the door, I'm knocking on the door. This house is like a little shack, so I can hear everything that's going on inside the house. I hear a woman scream, "What? What's going on?" And I hear him say, "Don't open the door, don't open the door. You're crazy if you open that door."
She's lying. She's lying.
He's telling the other woman newborn daughter. On Mother's Day, he was watching our daughter while I went out to movie and dinner with my sister, my first Mother's Day. And I come home.
Why you out with your sister on Mother's Day?
Well, because they wanted to celebrate with me because it was my first Mother's Day.
But they ain't the father.
That's right.
This is the father. Boy, y'all messed up. I don't know what you talking about. You out with your man on Mother's Day. He out with his woman on. He out with his woman on birthday. Both of y'all messed up.
I was out with my sister. I come home.
Oh man, I would believe that just like I would believe this story. So what happened?
And I told her I just couldn't take it anymore. Well, she said, you just might as well leave, move out. So I said, okay, I'm gonna move out. And then I just left that morning. And she called me a couple of days later stating that she seen some woman drive by, bust out through her windows in her car, flatten her tires, and bust out all my windows and flatten my tires. She said she seen this person do it. So, and then she said she put out a warrant for my arrest because she said I did it. So, and she said, if you come by the house, you're going to get arrested. So I didn't come by the house.
How do you allege that she vandalized your car?
Because a neighbor seen her do it.
You have a statement?
No, I don't have a statement. I don't have a statement from the neighbor because he said he didn't want to get involved in because of the neighbor. Excuse me?
My neighbor did not say that I did anything to his car. My neighbor saw the white car that was at the house that I went to drive away. His windows are busted out, my tires are flat, and my windows are busted out also.
I think that was his woman.
Of course. She's upset that he snuck out the back door,
That's a lie.
you know? So now she's upset with me, but if she had told me that it was her house when I called her Mother's Day instead of saying, oh no, Ronnie's a friend of my husband's, knowing that she ain't got nobody's husband in there, but man,
I'm not married to you, and I'm glad I found out how you work.
you wanted to marry me.
Yeah, before I found out how you work.
More Judge Mathis throwback when we return. And on the next Judge Mathis.
When was your sister passed?
August 13th, she died. A week prior to my sister falling sick, LaShonda said, I wish you dropped dead. I'll sit on your grave.
You dropped dead. Did you say that?
Next, Judge Mathis.
Live for the memories. Live for the moments. Live for the fun. Raging Waters. Live for summer. Buy a Raging Waters season pass. Get unlimited free admission to State Fair through RWSAC.com.
Buying a car can be stressful, especially when you have bad credit. CarHop can help you with a great selection of cars and SUVs, low money down, and payments to fit your budget. So stop by CarHop today to choose from our improved selection of cars and SUVs backed by a great warranty and 7-day money-back guarantee. What are you waiting for? Check out CarHop.com today.
You never stop thinking about ways to make your family safer. Neither do we. Xfinity Home provides 24/7 security with professional monitoring for 24/7 peace of mind. Call 1-800-800-4082 today. And as an Xfinity customer, ask how to get free installation with that Xfinity Home from Comcast. Plus, get free cellular and battery backup. Real-time text and email alerts keep you updated on what's most important. Plus, live video monitoring lets you watch what's happening at home from anywhere. Xfinity customers, ask how to get free installation when you add Xfinity Home. Plus, ask about 24/7 video recording that you can rewind, review, and share. Xfinity Home can also use the equipment you already have, like wiring, sensors, and keypads. So it's easy to switch and save money with Xfinity Home. Xfinity Home. Connected, protected, home. Call 1-800-800-4082 now.
To the center of balcony, the kitchen isn't just a kitchen. It's the center of the universe. That's why we opened our first market here over 60 years ago. Why we plan on staying at least 60 more. Save money. Roots matter.
Live for the memories. Live for the moments. Live for the fun. Raging Waters. Live for summer. Buy a Raging Waters season pass. Get unlimited free admission to State Fair through RWSAC.com. Your morning is busy. Wake up, get the kids to school, you work. There isn't time to waste. We get it. Fox 40 News in the morning shows you what's happening, gets you ready for the day with weather, and helps you get there on time with Fox 40 real-time traffic. Fox 40 News in the morning. Watch tomorrow. Closed captioning and other consideration for Judge Mathis provided by. When you live in the diabetes, steady is exciting. Only Lucerne has carb steady to help minimize blood sugar spikes. And try new Lucerne hunters+. That'll help you feel full.
Wish you could nurse your hair without it falling flat? Delve Oxygen Moisture with oxygen-fused moisture for the nourishment you need with 95% more volume. Delve Oxygen Moisture.
And now, more Judge Mathis throwback. Defendant Adrienne White denies vandalizing her ex-fiance's car on the night she caught him cheating on her.
Ma'am, prove your counterclaim, $2,289.
I can prove her she's 3 months old and I have all these bills here. After my insurance covered it, that's telling me the amount is due.
Have you paid any support?
No, he has not. He's so worried about his DVDs and his DVD player. He's not worried about the babysitter.
Have you went to court for child
Yes,
support?
sir, I sure have.
What if they told you?
Well, that case is still pending too.
Your Honor, I've been with her since April 2nd. I buy milk, Pampers, clothes,
He has
every
not.
time I
He
get
even
paid.
want to babysit her.
You wouldn't let me. Pampers and clothes. Yeah, and I offered them your support. No, I offered to watch the baby. She won't let me watch. You want to watch? I want to do anything for my the rent over the baby. I do. Every month I pay $450 for her.
He has not paid any rent. He got some DVD movies.
Show me some evidence that you've been paying towards the child's household expenses. I don't have any. You pay that. And the ring you want back, right? How much you pay for the ring? $350. How much? $350. $300.
He got the ring from a pawn shop, Your Honor. He got the ring from a pawn shop. You want the ring back? The ring? You take it.
That's not the ring, sir. That's the other rings that I didn't bought her. That's other rings I didn't bought her.
Just as cheap.
What is the engagement ring, man?
Your Honor, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to it.
You know what happened to it. You got it. That's hers. I don't want that. That's hers. That's not the engagement ring. That's not the engagement ring. So give it back to her. I'm convinced that you're liable, and I'll grant you $2,134.82 for those items. With regard to your counterclaim, ma'am, for bills associated with the delivery of your child, you would be entitled to much more than what you're asking for with a successful judgment of child support by the judge is currently pending in front of. So I'm going to let that be resolved there. With regard to the medical bill for the child's delivery while you were hospitalized and having the child, that also should be taken up with that same judge. It's at the discretion of the judge if they want to enforce that. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You did everything what I said she did. If I didn't have proof of the car, she did all of that.
Watch out, America.
We recently spoke with Rodney, who says he and the defendant are cordial, and he sees their 13-year-old daughter every weekend for visitation. He says she's a straight-A student and is already taking college classes. We also spoke with Adrienne, and she agrees that Rodney is a good father who sees his daughter for visitation and attends her school functions. Hey, dinner. A lot happens on your wooden surfaces. Luckily, no one cleans and kills germs better than Clorox disinfecting wipes.
Come on, you can do it.
Dogs just won't quit. Neither does Frontline. Introducing new Frontline Gold. With its new easy applicator, Frontline Gold delivers powerful protection that doesn't quit for a full 30 days. Its new triple action formula is relentless in fleas and ticks. Frontline Gold, the latest innovation from the maker of Frontline Plus. For persistent protection you can trust. Go for the gold. New Frontline Gold. Available at your vet.
Put down the bills. Dinner's ready.
John, can you please put the bills away?
Sorry, man. About these girls.
Dad, I want that.
Okay, come on.
Daddy, I really want my own phone.
Oh, you got number one.
Go back, Bill. One Walmart needs to equity, and you're paid off hard to give you fast cash today.
I am totally blind. I lost my sight in Afghanistan.
If you're totally blind, you may also be struggling with non-24. Call 844-844-2424 or visit my24info.com.
They on maternity leave. She just came home one day and just said, take the kids and just walked out.
She leaves you with these two children and you don't even know if you're their biological father?
Yes, ma'am.
I just got tired of doing everything by myself. Did you sleep with another man? In the beginning, yes.
It's been 3, maybe 4 guys that she didn't cheat on me with. Probably 3 since we've been married, Ron.
And he didn't work. He didn't contribute a dime to our household. I worked 2 jobs to make sure that they were taken care of.
She put us through hell and back.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Mitchell versus Dalton.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Mitchell, you are petitioning the court for 2 DNA tests to determine if you are the father of your estranged wife's 2 children, 2-year-old Deshaun Jr. and 1-year-old Bishop. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You currently have custody of the 2 boys, so the stakes of today's results couldn't be higher.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Dalton, you admit you cheated on your husband, and today you're here hoping to salvage what's left of your marriage. Is that correct? Mr. Mitchell, so you have custody. Today's results obviously mean a lot to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Explain.
Over the past few months, Ms. Dalton put me and my kids through a lot, Your Honor. You know, she done left, and between the last 7, 8, 9 months, you know, she done made a struggle. She done walked out on the Your Honor. So what I'm trying to do right now, Your Honor, is excuse me, Your Honor, because I get very emotional when it comes to talking about my kids and talking to my kids because
That's understandable.
she abandoned us, Your Honor. Like I said, she didn't put us through hell and back. She just don't care, Your Honor. So I just want to know the paternity of my kids just for my sake, Your Honor, because
It hurts you because you truly don't know.
I really don't, Your Honor. And like I said, she's running back and forth and she's cheating and this and that, Your Honor. If she wants a divorce, Your Honor, I got these divorce papers. We can go ahead and divorce it and keep it moving. She can keep it moving. I can keep it moving and continue to go with my kids, Your Honor, like I've been doing the last 8 or 9 months, Your Honor.
You say your family is destroyed because you're saying she's in and out of the home and you have the boys.
Yes, Your Honor. What she did is she left with another man. She just came home one day, Your Honor, and just said, you know, here are your kids. Take the kids, take the food stamp card, and just walked out. And left.
That's not what happened. And so when she walks out, she leaves you with these 2 children and you don't even know if you're their biological father?
Yes, ma'am.
So you say that isn't true, Ms.
No, Your Honor, it's not true. In the beginning, me and Deshaun, like, we weren't really, like, serious when we had our first son. I did cheat on him in the beginning.
It's okay. Go ahead and explain.
Your Honor, what
He
it
went
is?
away for some time, And like I said, from the beginning, I've been doing everything by myself. He wasn't working. There was constant, like I worked 2 jobs in the beginning when I was pregnant with my first son. I worked 2 jobs to make sure that the household was taken care of. He didn't work. He gambled. You know, he didn't do anything that he was supposed to do as a husband and as a father, if we were going to work together and do things. And like I said, it was something that I was bearing on me by myself alone. And he didn't care about it. So I just got tired.
But he's raising the children.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you just leave the children with him?
There was something that happened. I was forced to leave my home.
Nobody forced her to leave. When she left me, Your Honor, and left the kids and walked out, Your Honor, I was on our city bus in the freezing cold with my 2 kids. Going to all my kids' their appointments they had to go to. I was making sure that me and my kids had what we needed, Your Honor, because I didn't have anything.
And so listen, and that is commendable. It really is. But it's also what a parent does.
Yes, Your Honor, you're absolutely right.
To get it done.
Yes, Your Honor. But whatever she calls her eloping or whatever she calls herself doing, I don't know what she does. She has these spurts and these moments where she feels that if we get into an argument, it's okay for her to stay out all night or to stay gone for a week. Or
do you leave the house?
That's happened one time when we the last altercation that we had when we were gone for the 7 months. That's when that happened. I couldn't deal with it.
When there was an issue,
yes,
you admit you left.
Yes, Your Honor.
But did you run into the arms of another man?
No, Your Honor.
You didn't?
No, Your Honor. I was living with my sister.
So during the time you all were together, you were in your relationship, did you sleep with another man?
In the beginning, yes. But since we've been married, no.
She was just with another man, Your Honor, so we're still married.
And we were separated, and we both agreed on the separation. We weren't together. We were going to move on with our lives. We were going to move on with our lives.
I never talked to her. She got this party wild.
I don't party, Your Honor. I don't go out to the club, Your Honor. I don't go out and party or do any of that.
Your Honor, we was in a different city, Your Honor. I moved to the city where her mother and her sister was staying. She can meet her mother and sister help her. She was being close to her mother. I didn't have no family where she was staying. It was about an hour away from where I'm originally from. You know, she get down here and got all her little friends down here, and you know, every day she leave me with the kids because I guess she told me she works, she do this, she do that. She wanna be able to have fun. She wanna be able to do something for herself because she's so young. You know, that's what she keeps using as a excuse. She's young.
I don't party.
So she wants to be able to get out and be able to do what she wants to do.
And I did notice in the court papers that you were 37.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Dalton is 21.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been married?
2 years.
2 years.
So you got married when you were 19?
Correct.
So you get on the phone with this man and he tells you that your girlfriend may be pregnant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, I did cheat with the guy, and I'm not saying that I didn't.
I came home one day. This guy is sitting on my couch, and she done made dinner for this guy.
You made lunch for the
Yes, I
the
did.
new guy in the house where you live with your husband?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I think it's time for the results. Are we ready?
I've had COPD for years, which meant using an inhaler several times a day. But then I discovered something better, 12-hour medication through a portable nebulizer. I only need it twice a day.
Med for Home, the specialty pharmacy, now offers long-acting respiratory medications through a portable nebulizer. If you have a chronic breathing condition, call Med for Home to find out more. Independent studies have shown a nebulizer may be more effective and easier to use than just an inhaler. And 12-hour medication means using it only 2 times a day.
No interruptions to my day.
Also, if you're enrolled in Medicare, your nebulizer and medications may be covered by Part B and supplemental insurance. That could mean little or even no cost to you. Med for Home will contact your doctor, handle the paperwork, and ship to your door at no extra cost.
12-hour medication, a better choice for me at a better price.
Call Med for Home today to learn more. 800-516-0736.
Turn that passion into a lifelong career. At NCE, you can get the hands-on skills you need to become an electrician in as little as 9 months. Learn to wire, install, troubleshoot, NCE at 916-229-6782. NCE, skills for life.
You thought you missed it, but Toyota's Cool Wheel Summer Event is back. And the deals are sweeter than ever. For the first time ever, get $1,750 cash back on the redesigned Prius, or choose 0.9% financing for 72 months. See your Toyota dealer before these deals melt away. Toyota, let's go places. News that matters coming up tomorrow morning.
It hasn't invaded America yet, but it could be just a matter of time. Tomorrow on Fox 40 News in the morning, the alarming spread of mosquito-borne Zika virus and how it's threatening our blood supply.
And for the protests to security and all the GOP VIPs leading up to the nomination, we're live at the Republican National Convention. Plus, is Gary ready to drink a cup? Tomorrow, 4:30 to 10 a.m.
She leaves you with these two children and you don't even know if you're their biological father?
Yes, ma'am.
I just got tired of doing everything by myself. It's hard. I'd like to first examine Mr. Mitchell without, because you say when she leaves you with the two boys,
Yes, ma'am.
and you don't even know if they're your biological children.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your doubt based on, specifically, for each child? So let's start with Deshaun.
When I met her off of Facebook, Your Honor. She was already staying with another guy, Your Honor. I didn't know at the time. I happened to end up finding out once we was over at my sister's house, and some guy calls her phone, Your Honor. So when a guy calls her phone, I'm like, who is that? It's her cousin. That's what she says. It's my cousin. So when I said, okay, we'll call your cousin back, because the way she was talking to her demeanor, it seemed funny. And like I said, I'm much older than her, so like I said, I've been there and done that. Trying to run these little games on me. I actually called him back. Once she calls him back, he's talking about they been having sex and he ain't been using condoms, and she may be pregnant. This is what he's saying.
There was never a time.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to him. I made her call him back, and I spoke to him.
He spoke to him, Your Honor, but that was not even the conversation that was being held. Me and the guy were haven't been sleeping together for a whole month after me and Sean had started talking, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
You said during this time you had this phone call.
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe she was sleeping with this man.
Yes.
Also with you, this is when Deshaun was conceived.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did this man say to you, I could be the father?
He said it's a possibility that she's pregnant. That's what he said.
Wait, was this before or after you knew she was pregnant?
This is before I even knew.
Really?
Yes.
So you get on the phone with this man and he tells you that your girlfriend may be pregnant?
Yes, Your Honor. But at the time, I don't think he even knew that I was even messing with Destiny. She was talking to him and talking to me, being real conniving and being real sneaky. So he didn't know nothing about me, just like I didn't know nothing about him.
I didn't conceive until March. The last time I slept with this man was in January.
It's been 3, maybe 4 guys that she didn't cheat on me with. Probably 3 since we've been married, Ron.
Around the time I conceived both of my kids, he was always the person I slept with. I'm positive.
In the case of Mitchell versus Dalton, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Mitchell, you
Opportunity issues affecting your relationship? If so, call us toll free at 855-TVDNA23. That's toll free 855-883-6223.
Have you or loved one been diagnosed with breast cancer that included treatment with chemotherapy? If so, did you experience hair loss or baldness that you were told would be temporary yet appears to be permanent? A manufacturer is being investigated that is believed to have had knowledge of the risk of permanent hair loss or baldness. They failed to adequately warn chemotherapy patients of this risk. The failure to adequately warn patients deprives them of the option to choose other chemotherapy drugs that are just as effective without the risk of permanent baldness.
medical assisting our students learn to give injections, do blood draws, do diagnostics, patient charting, and so much more. Here in dental assisting, we get a real hands-on experience. And now let's see what our pharmacy technology students are doing. And this is our medical billing and coaching program. Here at our veterinary technology program, our passionate, hardworking students are learning how to take care of man's best friend. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Why don't you grab a few of your friends and hop on by.
Visit any one of these Sacramento area locations. Carrington College, the starting point for healthcare careers.
He leaves you with these two children and you don't even know if you're their biological father?
Yes, ma'am. She's running back and forth and she's cheating. If she wants a divorce, Your Honor, I got these divorce papers. We can go ahead and divorce it and keep moving.
Mr. Mitchell, did you sign Deshaun's birth certificate when he was born?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
You did?
Yes. I wanted to believe it, Your Honor. I really did.
He was there the whole pregnancy and the whole night in the delivery room and everything.
Was he expressing doubt to you?
No, he was not. And that's why it was shocking to me that he even thought that.
And the baby's named after him.
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell, what is this doubt based on?
Your Honor, it's the cheating that she's constantly doing, Your Honor. It's been 3, maybe 4 guys that she didn't cheat on me with. Probably 3 since we've been married.
And then after Deshaun was born, you all obviously stayed together because not long after you have another child.
Correct.
Before Bishop was born, which is my youngest son, before he was born, she was going around with some dude that she worked with.
So this is a different man from the one that told you she may be pregnant.
Yes, ma'am. Well, a friend of mine, Your Honor, actually works with her. So he was always saying she's flirtatious towards this in particular guy at her job, which she was working at a fast food restaurant. She'd come home and then she'd be like, my job, they're taking us to the movies this weekend or something. Her job. And remind you, it's a fast food restaurant. And then the following week, they're going to their job taking them to an amusement park. I'm like, their job doing all these
Where
great
did I ever
things for
say
them.
that?
And then what ended up happening is she going out to the movies with this guy and back and forth and I'm just sitting here with the kids, Your Honor.
Were you out and about supposedly?
I worked in the movies one time. This is after we had our son Deshaun. I went out to the movies. Yes, I did. He was doing what he was doing, and there was, like I said, there was things going back and forth. We weren't getting along. So I guess I did cheat with the guy, and I'm not saying that I didn't.
Your Honor, I came home Monday, Your Honor. This guy is sitting on my couch, Your Honor.
On your couch?
And she done made dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it, for this guy.
You made lunch for the
Yes, I
the
did.
new guy in your house where you live with your husband?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And he wasn't my husband at the time. We were, like I said, our relationship was real rocky. There was nothing where it was committed.
Yeah.
You weren't married at the time?
I don't know how much committed do you get more than that. We were staying together.
But what were you doing, though? What were you doing?
I see that it makes you very emotional. Are you feeling offended, insulted that he thinks that the children aren't his, or is it just that the relationship? What are you feeling?
Around the time I conceived both of my kids, he was the only person I slept with. The only person I'm positive.
Your Honor, can I say this, Your Honor? She just left, and when I say didn't give a care in the world, Your Honor, I've been seeing on her Facebook and her Instagram that this other guy that she's been sleeping with, how much she's so in love with him.
Never was I saying I was in love with this guy.
She didn't say nothing.
And Your Honor, and he comes out with
Nothing about her kids, how much she miss her kids, or I'm about to go do this for my kids, Your Honor. All the time I talk to her family, her cousins that she was staying with this and that, Your Honor. She ain't never told her cousin one time, take this $20 over here, or I'm gonna get him some diapers or get him some shoes or anything, Your Honor. She just been letting me do everything by myself, like I don't need help.
And Your Honor, I took care of them for the whole time they've been on this earth living. He didn't work. He didn't contribute a dime to our household as far as anything with the kids. Your Honor, he did not. He did not, Your Honor. I worked 2 jobs to make sure that they were taken care of.
Your Honor.
And so are you saying, Ms. Dalton, that while he was gone, you handled it all? So while you're not in the home, you expect him to handle it all?
What I'm saying is he wants to sit here and throw in my face what you did. I mean, you've done it for 7 months. And half of the time, you act like you were doing it on your own. Your family was helping. I didn't have that problem.
for certain, but we can at least say we know they are your children for certain.
Right.
Is there a reason why you haven't been contributing and giving him some money? And
He didn't want me to, Your Honor. Every time he would say, you need to do this for the kids, you need to do that for the kids, and then it'll be like, oh, I don't need your money, my kid's good over here, and this and that. So I'm like, okay, fine, since you want to tell me that's not good, now you don't want me to do anything, you're going to throw something that I do in the trash.
I'm gonna make sure.
I'm not going to do it.
What I want to understand now is you say you don't believe these children are yours. You can't be certain.
Yes.
So what if one or both of these children are not your biological child? Then where do we go from here?
Well, I wouldn't want to split the kids apart, Your Honor. I would still be in the kid's life. I just need to know.
And if both children aren't yours, can this marriage survive?
No, Your Honor. No, it's no way it could, because too much deceiving, lying, and cheating. It couldn't survive. She don't want to listen. She don't know how to listen, to sit down and communicate and talk.
While I empathize with your position, Mr. Mitchell, because I can only imagine what it would feel like to raise two beautiful young boys, but you constantly have a question as to whether or not they are your biological children. I'm sure that is difficult. You must have understood as a 35-year-old man, when you marry a 19-year-old, you're going to have some growing pains in the marriage because she's still growing up. I think it's time for the results. Are we ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pertaining to 2-year-old Deshaun Mitchell Jr. and 1-year-old Bishop Mitchell, it has been determined by this court
Is your son being accused of fathering a child? If so, call us toll free at 855-TVDNA-23. That's toll free 855-883-6223. Promotional consideration provided by.
Becca doesn't know soda breaks down tooth enamel. Thankfully, she uses half restoring mouthwash with fluoride. It restores minerals to enamel for 40% stronger teeth. Smile strong.
Now the irritation of feminine itch?
not a problem.
Corazon 10 Feminine Itch Relief has the strongest non-prescription itch medicine for fast, gentle, lasting relief. Corazon 10. Gold Bond Foot Cream. The skin on your feet is 20 times thicker, so our 7 intense moisturizers penetrate deeply, leaving feet softer, smoother, healthier looking. Gold Bond Relief starts now.
Are you tired of paying expensive cable or satellite bills month after month? Now you see them. Now you know. You don't need expensive cable or satellite anymore. All you need is the free TV key from Clear TV. Now you can watch your favorite broadcast network shows for free. That's right. Forget about paying hundreds of dollars a year for satellite or cable-only channels. The free TV key hides behind your TV, and it's easy. Just plug it into your TV's cable input. No wires, no unsightly antennas. Your television will instantly receive top-rated network shows, local news and weather, sporting events, and more, all for free in vivid HD.
I'm gonna be sleeping.
I've never known an adult who wants to be treated like a child.
Not really fully an adult yet. Your brain doesn't fully develop until you're like 25.
Well, that's true. Let me make sure that this stuff's not poisonous.
You already had some.
I'm talking about your burger. Oh, you're gonna love that. Oh, man.
Plugged it into the cable input, and now I can watch all my favorite broadcast channels for free.
This compact design is perfect for an apartment, ideal for college dorm room or work, or on your RV. And forget about paying monthly fees for extra receivers. Order right now and you can add a second free TV key. Just pay separate processing and handling. That's 2 free TV keys, a $80 value, all for only $19.99. Not available in stores. Order now.
Okay, so I am back, guys. I apologize. My dad is a very lazy man. And he wanted me to come with him because he didn't want to go in the hospital.
Testing for paternity was provided by DNA Diagnostic Service. Visit mydnatest.com.
Every time I could see both of my kids, he was the only person I slept with. You're not sure I'm positive. And it's both children aren't yours. Can the parents survive?
No, Your Honor, there's no way because the city, the line, and she is my Your Honor.
In the case of Mitchell versus Dalton, pertaining to 1-year-old Bishop Mitchell, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Mitchell, you are Bishop's father. In the case of Mitchell versus Dalton, pertaining to
So
Deshaun Mitchell Jr., it has been determined by this court, Mr. Mitchell, you are Deshaun's father.
okay. Someone asked me to look up their account because I guess they got a permanent ban. So I'm gonna type in.
That smile is genuine. You're happy to know.
Yes, Your Honor, I am, and I appreciate it, Your Honor. It's just all the lies and stuff she put me through, Your Honor. And I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to put this behind. If she really wants to go to counsel and really wants to try to make I'm willing to do that, Your Honor.
Where do you want to go from here? I wanted to work on our marriage. I mean, I'm the one who suggested counseling. I hear you both saying the same thing. I don't know if you two can hear it, but you're saying the same thing. But I'm willing to try. So when you leave out of this courtroom, you just have to follow through on what you're saying. So it's a choice. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Will you or won't you? You understand? You're such a beautiful family. I hope you can work it out. You have two beautiful boys. I wish you the very, very best of luck. Take care of yourself. Order the girl.
So now I'm going to the UK server because I got a request. I guess someone found a hacker on the UK server, so. So you guys, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Most likely I'm gonna fuck up because literally I wake up, depending on what time I go to bed, the next day, I mean the day before. So I had to go to the hospital, and don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. I didn't become suicidal. My mom is a nurse, and so every once in a while, it's very rare that I go to the hospital to do anything for my mom because I don't drive, and usually if it's something like My mom usually never leaves her phone at home. Like, seriously. But today she did.
Which has been separated for the past 2 years. You want to divorce one another. You should be $5,000 from the other. You for emotional anguish and you for an urn that contains your father's ashes that she destroyed intentionally after an argument. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Morelli. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why you believe you're in divorce court today?
Well, I believe I'm in the divorce court today so that they have to address the issues that we have on because I was. I definitely want to divorce.
Why do you believe your marriage did not work?
Because we were not on the same page. We had different core values, a different career goals.
Let me ask you this. How did it start out? How did you meet? How did you get together?
We met at a gas station.
Okay. And what happened at the gas station?
I walked in and I said to him, "You're key what for?" And he said, "You're key good love." And we started getting to know each other from there over the phone and maintain a long relationship. At the time, we were in Atlanta, Florida, in New York City.
Okay. And then what happened? You want that? You knew that what happened? You know, did you mean quite with it?
It's just, I'm with it. It's just going down this memory lane.
What the heck? How is this camera gonna message me?
Let me start with Mr. Morales to see if we can make him believe it. Mr. Morales, why do you think your marriage is in so much trouble? I mean, you haven't lived together for a while. You want to call it an end today. What went wrong?
Okay, so I'm gonna look up a hacker. You guys keep commenting because it is. I'm back for 2016. Hold on.
I was battling with a little bit of depression when my father passed and my best friend. So it's hard to get over.
Right.
Plus the stuff I dealt with in the military, I was in the Navy for 10 years. And she didn't get the comfort that I needed at that time from the military. And then my father passed, she was there also. And after a while, it started going downhill. When it was good, it was really good. We got along great. But the bad times were out those good times.
You want to get anything?
Okay, so we have our first hacker. I'm back for 2016 with a little thing.
You say all your life you dealt with a battle with your own sexuality. Do you believe that that is a lot of what brought your marriage to an end? Is that accurate?
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Although I didn't necessarily want to live that lifestyle anymore. When I got the bill, I thought that I was going to be okay. But then when he started to become complacent, he said he was going to stay responsible. I started feeling like a lesbian. I started feeling like a boy. I felt like I was dancing. So psychologically, I started going back in that direction. But that was the way that I coped. Going on. I thought I was proud of myself.
When you say complacent, give me an example of what you were doing that demonstrated complacency.
Well, it used to be pretty ambitious. For example, he was sick, and even though I was trying to motivate him to do things as far as his career, he would make excuses. He would make excuses why he could not live up to his potential.
Was he not working at all, or simply he wasn't doing as much as he thought he could do in order to advance himself and achieve successful?
It was more so he would take these mediocre jobs that he could do better. So yes, the answer is that I thought that was my perception of him. That he could do a lot better. He could support me.
Now, were you sweating him about it, or you wanted more money, or you really through his corner supporting his own personal advantage? Those two very separate things.
No, I wanted to be his support. I tried to directly participate in events about the his career full circle. It was not about the money. I had my own money. It was about money. I wouldn't have enough money for my career.
Mr. Morelli, how did support come across to you? The definition is totally different from mine. Support is not talking down somebody, name calling, throwing things. I'm those when I'm there. But
You do that, Jane called, get angry, throw stuff at us? Yes. Did that happen? Yes. Does that bring support to you? No. This was years and years and years later after it started taking a toll on me mentally, physically, financially. It was not accidental.
I'll be back.